Welcome everybody to this DC Universe Online video. So we're going to be taking a look at the Family Honor Briefings. So they are going to be located in 3 different areas. So there are going to be a total of 7 briefings. So these briefings will be based in 3 different areas. So the 3 different areas that we're going to be heading into. First off, we'll be heading into the Titans Targeted Alert. So we can either head into the event or the normal version. The normal version will require a combat rating of 230 and above. So if you can't do the normal, you'd have to go into the events, and there'll be 2 briefings located in the Titans Targeted Alert. And then next start up, we'll be heading into the open world Titan Island zone, where there'll be only 1 briefing there, and then we'll be needing to queue up for the Titans Hive Reborn raid. So only 4 briefings will be located there. So you can either do the event or you can do the normal, which will again require another 230 combat rate requirement. For the reward of completing these briefings, you'll be receiving the Hive Master Head style. I'll be showing you this style at the end of the video. We're going to be going off to the first briefing, and it's going to be called Honor Thy Father. So it's going to be located on your map right over here. So let's kind of give a zoom in before we head over to the first briefing. So there is where it's going to be located. So the time and name is going to be in the description below for where the briefing is. So once we get to it, and then I'll be showing you where it is on the map. So it's kind of going to be in the crevice or corner area inside this instance. It's going to be kind of easy to spot as well. So let's see when we get there. So we're just coming up to it now, and it's just going to be right over here. So let's kind of open up our map before we pick it up. So on the map, there is my waypoint for the first briefing. This is called Honor Thy Father. So here we have the whole map of the alert, the Titans Targeted Alert. And we're going to just quickly zoom into my waypoint. There we go.
The time he deserved. He was my son, but the job always came first. It had to. So naturally, he wanted to be part of my world, which is why he became the Ravager. He knew the Titans were a nuisance to me, and he thought if he could remove them, he'd win my approval. Sadly, he failed.
We are going to be going off the second briefing, and it's going to be located in the Titans Targeted T9 Alert. So this briefing is going to be called Honor Thy Mother. So we're going to be checking out where this briefing is. So once we open up our map, it's going to be located right over here. That's where we're going to be heading to. And it is going to be located right outside the last boss room of the Titans Targeted Alert, where you'd fight Cyborg. So I'm going to be showing you where the briefing is once we are in the area, and also leaving the time and name in the description below, so you can click directly over there. So we're going to be just checking it out. So let's kind of zoom along here, and we should be getting pretty close. There is our briefing. So let's open up our map for the second briefing. So here we are. Here is my waypoint on the map. This is going to be called Honor Thy Mother.
All Grant ever wanted was to be loved by Slade. He let Hive experiment on him so he could be like his father. And in the end, it was the contract on the Titans that was his undoing. Joseph, on the other hand, didn't see the same fascination with his father. Especially not after the incident.
We are going to be going off to the third briefing, and the third briefing is going to be called Honor Thy Family. So you're going to open up your map. This briefing is going to be located in the Titan Island open world zone. So it's just going to be located right at the edge over here. We have already marked it. And I'm going to be leaving the time and name in the description below. So let's go and check out where this briefing is. So it's going to be on this on the side of this building that we're coming up to. This kind of like factory sort of looking building. So we're going to go around to the corner side, kind of right at the back. That's where it's going to be located. And then I'm going to be showing you where this briefing is on the map. So we're just going to drop around here, and then it should be right near here. So there is our third briefing. This briefing is going to be called Honor Thy Family. So let's open up the map, and there we have the whole map of the Titan Island, and there is my waypoint for the third briefing.
I took on Grant's contract with Hive to preserve his honor. None of my family understood the importance of honor, of doing the job and seeing it through to completion no matter what the cost. I built my reputation on it, and no son of mine will be dishonored or dishonor me with their shortcomings.
We are going to be going off to the fourth briefing, and it's called A Victim of Honor. So it's going to be located in the Hive Reborn raid, and once you open up your map, it's going to be located right over here. So here we have the whole map of the Hive Reborn raid. So we're going to be heading to the briefing now. Time and name will be listed in the description below. So let's kind of zoom up here, down here, and there is our briefing. So let's go ahead and open up the map for the fourth briefing. So this fourth briefing is called A Victim of Honor, and there is my waypoint for the fourth briefing.
Grant accepted his fate when he signed that contract. Joseph did not. Poor Joseph was just a bystander, a victim of my ex-husband's stubbornness and hubris. He paid the price for my husband's honor.
We are going to be going off to the fifth briefing, and the fifth briefing is going to be called An Honorable Excuse, and it is going to be located right over here. So we have marked it on our map, so we're going to be heading over there and checking out where this briefing is. So the time and name will be listed in the description below. So we're coming up close, and there is our fifth briefing. So let's go ahead and open up the map for the fifth briefing. So here we have the whole map of the Hive Reborn T9 raid. We're going to just quickly zoom in, and this is called An Honorable Excuse.
A two-bit terrorist known as the Jackal wanted information on a hit I did, but I wouldn't give up my contractor. It was against my personal code of ethics. It would sully my reputation.
We are going to be going after the sixth briefing, and the sixth briefing is going to be called An Honorable Death, and it is going to be located right over here. So it's going to be near the last boss room where you'd be fighting Terror. So we're going to be checking that out, and I'm going to be leaving the name and time in the description below. So let's kind of zoom along these corridors, and then I'll be showing you where it is on the map once I get to the briefing. So we should be coming up to it now, and there is our sixth briefing. This is going to be called An Honorable Death. So let's open up the map, and here we have the whole map of the Hive Reborn T9 raid. So let's give a quick zoom out, and then we're going to zoom in, and there is my waypoint for the sixth briefing.
The Jackal's men put a knife to our son Joseph's throat and demanded Slade to speak. Slade would not be extorted. He would not accept the ultimatum. Instead, he made his move. When it was over, all the hitmen lay dead, and our son lay dying in the street.
We are going to be going off the final briefing to complete your briefing collection, and it is going to be called Death Before Dishonor, and it is going to be located right over here on your map. So let's go ahead and zoom out just to show you where roughly I've marked. So it's going to be in the corridor areas, so we're going to be heading over there and just checking it out. So the time and name will be listed in the description below, so I'll be showing you where it is on the map once we get to the briefing. So it's going to be in the corridor area just by the wall, so it's going to be quite easy to spot if you're running through the corridor areas. And here we are, there is our last briefing, and I'm going to be showing you where it is on the map. So on the map here we have the whole map of the Hive Reborn raid, and we're going to quickly zoom in, and there is my waypoint for the final briefing, Death Before Dishonor.
I regret what happened to Joseph. I love him, but how could I allow him to see me compromise my ethics in front of low-life scum like the Jackal? Any true son of mine would give up his life to honor his father.
So we have received the Hive Master Head style, so it currently does look alright, but you have to make sure that you aren't wearing any hair, because I did find it buggy. So if you go into your style tab, I'll show you what kind of thing I mean, because when you have the hair on, it kind of shows like a gap right at the top, so it's kind of weird. I did want to choose like my normal hair with the style, so you have to kind of take all the hair off, and even when you're wearing a mask as well, it kind of doesn't match with the hood, so it kind of bugs out. So this is like, I'm going to wear the Caesar style hair, and as you can see, it does like stick out through the side. It's kind of like a bit not so great, unless you just have no hair, and then you can wear the hood depending on what mask it is. So we can try other things and then just see how it is. So let's give another thing a go, like a different mask. So we can give like other things, like this isn't so bad, kind of would go well, maybe. Let's see what we have. Well, anything small would work, like glasses or something like that. But other than that, big masks like League of Assassins won't really go well, as it really sticks out of the side of the hood. But the whole hood, like, I think you can change it into a few different colors. So we are just going to be changing it into like a different color. So let's go ahead. The current slot is 1 and 2 by the looks of it. So we're going to go ahead and change the blue to red, and see, this actually looks pretty good. If you could have the whole costume red as well. You can also change the main color from your color tab as well, and then this will change. So let's give this a blue color, or green would look alright. So it is like a 2-color slot hood. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.